Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeps it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. They're all over it. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Big fella moving. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A pick six! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Breaks the tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Here comes the offense on second down. Right side, it's Riles. Lowers those pads. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Left side is Croma. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Caught on the RPO. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Plows through the defense. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Frazier. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long right here. Scanning the field is Stockton. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He's changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Georgia! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Motion from the wideout. They give it back to him. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, Frazier running left. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give to Frazier. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Running inside, it's Frazier. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Wiley. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Fresh set of downs going up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Right side, it's Wiles. Makes a grab and room to run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll run the counter. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Wiles. They'll find a way drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The give to the right. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Sweet cut there. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Tells the run, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Out wide left, it's Frazier. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right side, it's Humphries. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception. On the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Phillips. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Looking long. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 6 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Frazier again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Hand it to the back. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Racing down the left side. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark, maybe this gets you some energy, maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Left side is Boggs. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Turns it upfield.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Taken down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortunate in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. On the run, it's Phillips. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Phillips. He's got the 1st down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. The handoff just smothered on the play.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for space. It's Bowen. Driven back. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Powers through the defender. Rams him with the stiff arm. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the back. Can't get him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Oh, it's loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot...
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Rid of it on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for running room. Runs through a tackle. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Out wide left, it's Wiles. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defender.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He rifles one deep down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They'll run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hits inside, it's Phillips. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Look out! And he gets it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air. It's Daniels. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On target to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Seminoles. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
off the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll take a knee. They'll need a bunch on second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coach.